To all of you who have just found out that your partner has cheated on you, if you're petty and determined like me, here's what to do. This is my story. It seems like roughly 7 months ago, my girlfriend of 3.5 years started cheating on me. Not only was it emotional cheating, but she had sex with this co-worker 2 months after they started the emotional affair. The cheating continued fairly frequently until yesterday. Who knows? Maybe it will continue, but I don't care. I got my revenge, and honestly, it feels fan-fucking-tastic. Tupac was right. I had mentioned that it seems like it was approximately 7 months ago that it started. It could have been more, but it's doubtful. I have a good amount of evidence pointing to a certain week within July 2018 as to when it started. Fun fact, it looks like I found out within the first week of it happening. I stayed quiet because at that point I wasn't certain if it was just attention-seeking, which I don't like but I'm fine with, or something more. So it's not like I found out right away. Yes, it was the start of it all, but I didn't know what would happen. I didn't want to come off as that type of guy. After just a few days, though, it was pretty obvious at that point what was going on. The reason why I didn't confront her is because I am of the opinion that if a person can't communicate what they feel is lacking in the relationship, then why bother being in a relationship? That's when I knew it was over. But it hurt because I had been with her for a few years already. This was tough to swallow. I don't want you to think, oh, this guy's the man, look what he did, no mercy, etc., etc. Yeah, I didn't have mercy on her. But it hurt like hell in the beginning. In any event, I tracked everything. I knew when they were having sex and where, mostly, at least in the beginning. By the second month, I didn't care much anymore. I decided to hook up with 3 women, one of whom she knew, not very well, but still. But it all paled in comparison to her friend N, which wasn't planned. Yes, an actual friend from her inner circle. Her friends are really nice, good quality women. None of them are cheaters. They all despise cheaters. I thought the same was true of my now ex. I guess the whole birds of a feather. Saying is bullshit, huh? Anyway, they hate cheating to the point where they sometimes mention to one another in conversation that they would stop being friends with one another if they found out someone was cheating. So I did what I thought wasn't going to work. No shot, right? I was going to see if her friend could help me in any way. This friend was always friendly to me, more so than the other friends, but still nothing that stood out. I wanted her to help me so badly, but I honestly didn't think I'd have a shot like this at all. I thought it was just be a listening ear, something like that. I went to her friend and told her everything, but made her swear not to say a word. She was livid and wanted to say something to my ex. I told her not to, that I had a plan and it was working. She asked what the plan was. I told her don't worry about it, but it's already been working for a few weeks now. She pressed and I caved. I told her I'd been cheating back on her and collecting as much evidence of my cheating as I possibly could in an effort to show my ex sometime in the future. I also told her that this didn't help my feelings, that I was still distraught. As a side note, let me tell you something. Having sex with women you don't care about, or even an emotional affair when you're totally into monogamy, will not make you feel better. It sucks, but fuck it. I said I'm sticking with this because, yeah, I'm petty, and yeah, she deserves it. I could not believe it when this girl said she wanted to go all out, in her words, and help me. It was at this moment I had a feeling that not only I was going to physically be with this amazing girl, but that she would take it even further than me. It took a few days of planning, but we got around to it eventually. We did everything. Everywhere. We took videos, pics. Her face wasn't showing in any. The reason for this is because it's about proof of me getting back at her. Whether or not this girl plans on telling my ex is entirely her decision. My hope is that she does. As they said in their convos that they wouldn't be friends anymore, and then we can be a thing. Yes, I'm kind of asking you out here. and sorry I don't have the balls to do it in person. This would be the ultimate fuck you. And I known as into fuck yous when it comes to cheating. Over the past week, I've been leaving some clues as to my devious behavior in order to make my ex suspicious. She caught on very quickly, almost too quickly to be honest. I have a feeling that was due to her own behavior, which was making her suspicious. I let her come to me. I knew it was going to happen. She demanded answers. That's an understatement. I gave them all to her. She asked for my new passcode to my phone. I gave it to her. She saw everything. She's an idiot, though, because it was in my regular gallery. What kind of cheater keeps photos in their regular gallery? This was the one thing I didn't think through. LOL, whatever. She then proceeds to tell me about her side gig with her coworker in order to get back at me. I said that's cool, but I already knew that. She was confused at this point, like legit confused. So I told her everything I knew about her and what I did. She flipped a switch, asking me all sorts of questions like why I didn't come talk to her. Why didn't I stop her? Why, after all this time, I'm just gonna let the relationship go away without trying? LOLA, as if that's my responsibility. B, I said I realized I don't care about hoes. And C, because cheaters almost never change and it's not worth being with a shit person with no good values and someone who clearly can't communicate for shit. I'm paraphrasing, but you get the point. I walked out like a boss. She was in tears and has been ever since. Her mother actually called me last night, yelling at me. I told her the entire story. She didn't like what I did, but in the end she understood why I did what I did. There's a lot more to my relationship with her. We spoke about marriage fairly often, about once a month over the past year. It was very hard to do this. I'd give more information, but I'd prefer to stay anonymous. None of my friends know, except for N, who's definitely reading this post now, or will know why or how I broke up with her. I'd prefer it stay with me. Also, I don't plan on replying to any comments. I have simply been waiting months to tell this to the people suffering here. This plan takes motherfucking commitment and a bit of luck. But in my honest opinion, it is worth it, especially if your ex-girl is highly emotional, sensitive like mine. While I generally don't wish death upon anyone, over the past 24 hours it seems like my ex is about to kill herself. Not literally, but the way she's acting now is scaring some of her family and friends. Special thanks goes to N for helping me with everything, especially the videos saying shit like, "This dick is heaven" and "This is my cock now," among a slew of other outrageously dirty things that I didn't know she had in her, and propping me up like I'm a sex god. I'm not. TLDR got the sweetest fucking revenge on my ex-girlfriend yesterday.